What up guys, Mikey with Padbangers.com, and today we're checking out D16 Group's Silverline Collection. It's a bundle full of modulation effects like distortions, phaser, flanger, bitcrusher, and so on. We will check it out in detail after the intro. Let's go! Alright, let's get started. You can get these plugins at D16.pl. It's a bundle of 7 plugins. You can buy all these plugins separately or for a special price, which is 199 euros, which is about 230 US dollars. It includes 7 plugins, and now let's switch over to Ableton Live, and I prepared some samples for you so you can have a listen. Let's start here on the first track with Decimort 2, probably the best software bitcrusher I heard. It sounds really fantastic. Now let's check out the GUI here. They have some nice features. First of all, you can switch the GUI to a bigger display, which I always prefer. This is really nice. And also there's another thing I really appreciate with their plugins, and this is down here where you can choose the real-time quality and the offline quality. Now what this means is you can have, for example, for the real-time quality, you choose a setting that fits your CPU best. For example, here the normal setting. So it will sound not as good as it could, but it will save your CPU power for the project. But then you can, for the offline quality, which is when you export the project and export it to your hard disk, you can choose Ultra. So you work with a decent setting so you can hear what's going on, but then for the export you choose the best setting available. So you can work and save your CPU but export with the best quality possible. Alright, now let's check it out. Decimort 2 is a bitcrusher. It blew my mind. I didn't hear any software plugin out there that emulates the old 12-bit samplers like Decimort 2. You get a lot of settings. It combines the bitcrusher with a filter, which also makes a lot of difference. And then you can come up here and you have the browser. And what I do is I browse through some presets and I choose the vintage sampler settings here. There are way more presets, so when I deactivate it, you see there's a lot of presets included. And you also can store your own user presets, of course. Now let's play back some drums and play with the presets here a little bit. So you hear it sounds really good. Let's choose some more plugins here and maybe go to a vocal sample. The combination of the bitcrusher with the filter is what's really giving this really great sound here. Let's move on to the next thing, which is the D16 2, which is a multiband distortion unit. Same thing here, you can switch the GUI and the rendering settings. It's a multiband distortion unit, so you have 3 filters and you have different ways of signal routing right here. So that's pretty nice. You can trim the shape and the dynamics. And yeah, let's play back some sounds here, and I will show you how it sounds. It can be very gentle, just to warm up the sound and give it a little bit more drive, but it can also be very extreme, of course. So let's check it out. Let's play the sound dry first. Really nice multi-band distortion unit. Let's check it out on drums as well, because I like it on drums a lot. So yeah, if you like that dirty drum sounds, then Devastator 2 definitely can help you with that. Alright, let's move on to the next plugin, which is Result. It's an analog stereo flanger. Very good sounding flanger, and you can go really deep into the modulation. So you have settings for mid-side mode. The LFO can be tempo sync to triplets dotted. You got phase shift function in here. You got a low cut included. Also this true BBD flanger engine right here. It sounds really, really good. Let's play back a sound here and I will show you some of the presets. So again, you hear it can be a very gentle flanger, or it can be really pushed to the limit and sound really, really extreme. Definitely a very good flanger here. Let's move on to the next plugin, which is the Fuzz Orton, which is a space phaser. Now you might see this looks a little bit different. This is because this is how they did their previous GUI design. There's no scalable interface yet, and this is the old browser, which is not as comfortable as the newer ones. I talked to the guys from D16 and they told me there will be updates for all the plugins in the Silverline. I really hope they put some attention on that, because the small interfaces right here not working too good for me. The bigger ones are way better. Nonetheless, it still sounds very good. Let's play back some strings here and I will show you some presets. Great sounding phaser here, the Fuzz Orton. Let's move on to the next, which is the Redopter, which is a vintage tube distortion. Also here we have the old GUI, not yet an updated version, old browser and stuff. For me personally, this works best with guitar sounds. They have some more presets, and of course you can adjust this very detailed here with the EQ settings and the tube and preamp settings. But for me personally, the guitar settings here are very nice, and they really give a warmer sound to the guitar. First listen again without the plugin. So yeah, for me personally, the Vaster 2 and the Redopter, they're pretty similar. So if you already have the Devaster, I don't think there's need to buy a Redopter. You can do pretty much the same stuff with it. Alright, next up we have Centaurus, which is a double path analog chorus. And this also comes with the BBD engine. You can turn this on. And yeah, you have like two choruses on two paths, and they run together in summing. So you can have really intense chorusing effects here. Let's play back a vocal sound. Let's turn this off real quick so you can hear the vocal by itself. Really nice chorus effect. This is actually my go-to chorus at the moment, because you can achieve very good results very quickly. Again, here it's also the old GUI, so I really hope they will update it pretty soon. Really nice chorus here. And last but not least, we got Tourwork, which is a space modulated reverb. And also this is my go-to reverb at the moment because sound-wise, I think it comes pretty close to some of my convolution reverbs, but without the high usage of CPU power they need. So very nice plugin. Let me show you. I love it on pianos. Let's play it back first without the reverb. So yeah, there you have it. The Silverline Collection by D16 Group. Really great plugins. Now, if you say I have a phaser, I have a lot of reverbs, I have distortion, I don't need all this, I can tell you there's no way around Decimort 2. It's worth every cent, and you probably won't find another bitcrusher that sounds nearly as good as Decimort 2. So even if you don't want the whole collection, check out Decimort. You won't regret buying it. And the single price for Decimort is only €39, which is about $45. So it's a totally no-brainer and definitely a must-have for every producer that likes bit-crushed sound of the old drum machines like the SP1200, the MPC 60, and so on and so on. Alright, so that's it for this time. As usual, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss future episodes. If you're on Facebook, visit us at facebook.com/Padbangers or follow us on Twitter and Instagram. It's @Padbangers. And I hope to see you guys next time. Peace out.